Yo, 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 what's popping out there, fight world? What's popping? What's popping? Sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties go down. Hopefully, we got that resolved. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, anyways, we are talking about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia and all the drama going on with it. And the fact that there is leaked footage of the doghouse brawl between Haney and Tank Davis. Yes. So what do y'all think about it? Now, like many people saying, "Oh, Tank embarrassed him. He embarrassed him. He made Haney look so bad. He made Haney have to fight off his back feet. And, he was pressing Haney the whole time and da 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 da. It's sparring, man. That's what you're supposed to do is spar. And I give Tank his credit. Mm. I give Tank his credit. He did his thing. He really was digging to the body on Dev, and he was forcing Dev to have to fight off his back feet. You know what I'm saying? Which that's never a good thing when you put in a position like that. But look how old they were. Look how young they were at that time. Devin hadn't really gotten to the game like that yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give Tank his credit. I'm gonna give him his flowers, but at the same time, we ain't gonna get crazy with it. Now it's rumors going around that Dev, this is according to Bill Haney, gave Floyd Mayweather that work in sparring once upon a time. And Floyd admitted out of his mouth, he said, "Man, it was times where cats got me when in sparring, hurt me and everything." So if it could happen to the greatest boxer ever, as some people would call him, then why can't it happen to Devin? Right? We gotta look at it from all cylinders. We gotta look at it from all situations. You can't just look at it from one end. You gotta look at it from all ends. I can't wait till we get that Tank Davis, Devin Haney fight in the future. I really can't. Because I guarantee y'all this. You're gonna see a different Devin Haney than you did in that bullshit ass sparring video from like 8 years ago. Keep it real, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real, G. Ryan Garcia, my guy's going crazy. He don't know which way to turn. I don't know if it's the weed. I don't know if it's the vodka. I don't know if it's the blow. I don't know what's going on with him. But many wonder, is the fight even going to happen? Ryan says it is, but his weird messages on Twitter and Instagram say otherwise. Say otherwise. I think Ryan, he's young and he's still developing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you think about it, this cat, he's barely even halfway through his 20s and he's a millionaire, man. Now he had put something on Twitter a couple days ago or Instagram saying that they froze all his money or something. I'm not really sure if he's got some shit going on legally or what. But with his ex-wife and his brother, all on YouTube, pray for Ryan and do this and do that. It's a bit concerning. It's a bit alarming if you really think about it, because we got this huge fight coming up, and you want the best Ryan Garcia and you want the best Devin Haney. It's just that simple, man. You don't want it no other way. You don't want it no other way. I look forward to it. I believe Ryan is going to show up because it's too much pressure on him not to show up. It's too much pressure on him to drop out of the fight and Arnold Barbosa step in and get that opportunity. Another young bull that's hungry, ready to go. hmm Definitely interesting. I'm praying for Ryan. I hope things get better for him. I don't like seeing young athletes, that talent like he is, even though I'm rooting for Devin Haney. I still think highly of Ryan. One of the best young fighters in the game doing it. You know what I mean? So we got to look at it for what it is. We got to look at it for what it is. And this fight, it got to go down. You know, we need all the drama behind it to kind of go away, though, because it's kind of killing the moment a little bit. Because instead of everybody talking about how back and forth this fight could be, everybody's wondering about Ryan's mental state. That shit crazy. And it shouldn't be like that. So I'm praying for Ryan Garcia. I'm praying that he gets it together and gets his head all the way in this fight, because he needs to be in it 100%. Let's move on to my heavyweights, man. AJ and Francis Ngannou. To my surprise, it's a lot of people that think Francis Ngannou is going to stop, not just beat Anthony Joshua, stop him. Mm, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't. I think Francis got potential, but his first two pro fights of his career are against the top dog and one of the other top dogs in the division, in the heavyweight division. And unfortunately, I just don't know if I don't see AJ losing this fight. AJ got too much pressure on him to win this fight. And a big reason why, it could literally set up a big fight between AJ and another guy that's going to be fighting on his card, Zilly Zhang. Zilly Zhang impressed me a lot. In both his fights against Joe Joyce, he stopped him twice. And Joe Joyce is talent, young guy, real talented. Now Joe Joyce, he stopped, or Joe Joyce, he stopped Joe Parker, right? So I think that's why this fight is so interesting and so intriguing to me, because of how everything has went and led up with this situation. Now, I would love to see Anthony Joshua Zilly Zhang fight in the future, because I think that would be a pretty good fight. You know what I'm saying? For both competitors, of course. You know, I'm an AJ fan. I like AJ. Of course, I always preferred Wilder over him. But like I said in my last live stream, Wilder just, he disappointed me in that Joe Parker fight. And, he just, to me, that was a fight he should have won. That was a fight he needed to win. And the fact that he didn't do it, and he kind of went in there and looked like mediocre at 39 years old or 38 years old, one of the two, almost 40 years old. This cat, he's getting up there, man. Father Time catches up to you at that age. So that's my concern when it comes to Wilder. But I still like to see a Wilder versus, AJ fight, of course. Of course. But I really think AJ would beat him. I do. You know, Wilder, I like him. I'm a fan, but he's not a good boxer. AJ can box. But AJ, as we know, doesn't have the best chin in the world. And that's why many people believe that uh, Wilder has a puncher's chance because of that one punch knockout that Deontay Wilder brings to the table, right? But at the end of the day, when you take away that jab, when you take away that punch that Wilder can kick, what else does he bring to the table? It's no different. It's no different than the whole Earl Spence thing, back when he fought Crawford, and everybody like, oh, Earl's jab, Earl's jab. Well, guess what? Guess what? Terrence Crawford took his jab away from him and left Earl nothing to really go on. Earl didn't come into the fight with a true backup plan. If he'd have came into the fight with a true backup plan, he might have had a chance. But I think Earl kind of looked at it like, this is another smaller guy, that came up into my weight class. He's not a true welterweight. I'm a natural welterweight, but really I can fight heavier than that. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't believe that Crawford was going to present the challenge that he did. So to me, that kind of falls back to Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, right? You take away, um, you take away Deontay Wilder's equalizer, right? Well, what else will he bring to the table? Because Deontay will come into a fight. He'll come into a fight, y'all, and he'll try to bang, bang, bang. But once he realizes what he's trying to do really ain't having an effect, either he stopped letting his hands go or he just got the motherfucker all on him, like Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Like when Tyson Fury kept getting up from Deontay's equalizer, Deontay had no backup plan to go to. He didn't. And I think that caused a lot of havoc for Wilder. Now, in this Joe Parker fight, Joe Parker is a good boxer. They make no mistake about it. Joe Parker is a top 5 heavyweight at least. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the ring with AJ. He's been in the ring with Joe Joyce. He's been in the ring with Deontay Wilder. Now he's walking into a dangerous heavyweight fight against Zilly Zane. Um, but Deontay Wilder came into the fight once again looking for that knockout. The same knockout he got Robert Helenius with, the same knockout he got Dominique Brazil with, Stavern, all those cats, just to name a few, right? So when you take away a man's best arsenal, what else does he have? It's like being on the football field, right? Everybody know I'm a huge Chiefs guy, right? And Pat Mahomes can't go to Kelsey. He can't go to his tight end because the defense is all on him and they taking Kelsey out of the game, right? Well, what else does Pat Mahomes have at that point? And it was games like that this season where that happened. I'm saying that to say this. When you take away a man's best arsenal, sometimes the opponent is not prepared for that. You feeling me? So his best arsenal got took away from him. I think that um, it can still be a good fight between Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, but we need to see Wilder bounce back from that Joe Parker fight at Day of Reckoning to get his feet wet again. You know what I'm saying? But he got to stop being a one trick pony, man. Like when you're a one trick pony, you leaving yourself wide open for people to take advantage of you because if they know that okay, we just take away his equalizer and make it hard for him to land that shot, what else can he really do? What else can he bring to the table? See, those are all the things that you got to look at when you talk about a purified boxer. And Deontay Wilder is a knockout artist, not a boxer. AJ is a boxer, but he has a questionable chin. We've seen him down numerous times. Old Klitschko knocked him down. Anthony Ruiz dogged him out in Brooklyn, right? So that's a question. Now, would I rather see Tyson Fury versus AJ, the British showdown? I believe Tyson Fury beats everybody in the heavyweight division. I told myself that a long time ago. I said if he gets past Wilder, which the first fight was a draw, the second fight he completely washed Wilder out of the box. The third fight was more competitive, but once again, once Fury took control by constantly smothering the much smaller Wilder, guess what? Y'all know the rest, man. The rest is history, man. So you just gotta look at it from everything. I would definitely love to see the heavyweight showdown go down between AJ and Fury. I believe that that's about as big of a fight that you can make I believe it's as big as AJ and Wilder. Now, of course, my fellow Americans would say, "Oh well, AJ and Wilder is a bigger fight in the U.S." That's true. That's true. That's true. But man, keep it real. We can't trust Deontay Wilder. How many of y'all trust Deontay Wilder against AJ? Because he damn sure didn't show any good at all against Joe Parker and, pretty much the second half of that Fury third fight. You know what I'm saying? And I damn sure don't want to see a fourth fight with them because I believe Tyson Fury's probably going to finish him even faster this time. He's got him figured out, man. And the equalizer that Wilder has, it just don't work on Fury. Now some people gonna say, "Oh, well, in that second fight, Wilder had him down, or in the first fight, I think it was the first fight, Wilder had him down, but Jack Reese was counting slow." Okay, fair enough. That might have been the case. Conspiracy theories, of course, right? Nothing's been a proven fact or nothing like that. So I I like both fights. I don't care which one we get, but I don't want to see Fury and Wilder again, and I don't want to see Usyk and Joshua again. I believe Usyk got AJ's number. Styles make fights. It's a bad matchup between those two. It just is. Usyk beat him twice with pure boxing capabilities. A much smaller Usyk, and I'm not even an Usyk fan. I rooted for AJ both fights. I said, okay, he got him the first fight. AJ figured him out the second fight, and he couldn't do it. So what did he do? He had this mental breakdown after the fight because he knew he disappointed. Now make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. Alexander Usyk is a dog with it. You know what I'm saying? He's a very good purified boxer. That's what he is. I think he gives Tyson Fury trouble. I really do. But at the same time, Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, they don't lose. And I don't think that fight is going to be any different. I don't. I believe he beats Alexander Usyk. And as long as AJ takes care of business against Francis Ngannou, who just fought Fury and scored a knockdown against him, that's gonna set up for that fight to go down next. Because in our reality, who are we gonna put in front of Deontay Wilder for him to try to bounce back against? He better not think about stepping in the ring against Zilly Zhang. And I would love that fight between Fury or and Zilly Zhang, or Zilly Zhang and AJ. I'll take either one. Zilly Zhang is a bad heavyweight, man. Him and Frank Sanchez, and yeah, they some bad heavyweights, man. And Frank Sanchez, a younger heavyweight, still coming up in the game, but man, he's destroyed everybody they put in front of him. You feeling me? So it's a lot of good fights coming up, especially in the heavyweight division. That's my favorite division. So I pay attention thoroughly. Nobody cares about that bum Dylan White. He's a piece of crap and a steroid user. Nobody cares about Jarrell, Big Baby Miller, you know what I'm saying, who couldn't pay his car note. So he did some robbery shit down at the car lot where they repoed his car, who absolutely got demolished by Danny Dubois. Nobody cares about him. You know what I'm saying? Jared Big Baby Anderson can't stop running from the damn cops. A young guy, too. Real young guy. But I honestly think he's overrated. I've watched several of his fights, and Jared Big Baby Anderson is vulnerable. I believe Wilder beats him. I know for a fact Fury beats him. I believe AJ beats him. Zilly Zhang beats him. Frank Sanchez beats him. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put Jared Big Baby Anderson in there as a top 10 heavyweight in the game right now, I'll take that. But a top five, absolutely not. He's vulnerable. He's vulnerable. So, the AJ Fury fight, or the whatever, that could be the determining factor, you know, to who's the real king of the heavyweights. But if Zilly Zhang or Alexander Usyk got anything to say about it, hey, they definitely can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look forward to what's going on, man. I look forward to all the opportunities that are here for everybody. And, we got a nice card coming on Friday night, and definitely pay attention to that Joe Parker and Zilly Zhang fight, which is the co-main event to AJ and Francis Ngannou. Period. Now, where would Francis Ngannou fit in with all this? I still have a hard time believing that this dude is really trying to be a real boxer. I just don't believe it right now. I just don't. You know, because to me, this is more of a like just a fantasy type fight. I really don't think he's serious about it. He got to show me. Now if he's on the Clarissa Shield shit where he's trying to do MMA in boxing, then that's cool. But to go after the two big dogs in the yard, you already starting off 0-2. You know what I'm saying? You already knocking yourself out of contention. That's what I'm saying. It's just for show. You know what I'm saying? As far as Francis and Gago go. But I would love the winners of those two fights to fight. Zilly Zhang and AJ is the two that I'm picking. I would love that fight to happen next. Or, AJ and Fury. You know. Now, if Champ, as in Deontay Wilder, decide he wants to try to come back around, he needs to get a fight in before he try to go after either one of them cats. Because he looked awful. He looked awful, man. You know what I'm saying? And how can we forget about Andy Ruiz? How can we forget about old short Andy, man? But I ain't seen Andy do nothing in a while. So I don't know what's really going on with him. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all tap in Friday night on the Zone pay-per-view. It's gonna be a pretty good fight. And I'll be back on Sunday night, and we'll recap everything that happens this weekend. You feeling me? Much love, y'all. Be safe.